which is to just grudgingly, incrementally, in very small, piecemeal fashion, edge a little bit towards the protesters' demands without ever getting close to fully implementing them. But you're suggesting here that maybe it will be enough to gradually, slowly bring more and more people on side of the government. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I'm just guessing because of the status of the army and the position it has in the minds of the Egyptian people. Its statements, however timid they are, could have an implication or a repercussion on people's opinions outside of Liberation Square. I don't think it will have any kind of impact here. I think people will just roll over with that statement and wait for a further statement. There is a lot of also speculation of what is exactly happening between the army and the government. Depending who you speak to, who can tell you that it seems that there is some sort of breach, just for the simple reason that the Supreme Council of the Allied Forces is meeting, and it's meeting without its commander-in-chief, President Hosni Mubarak. Some people interpret that as the army trying to isolate the political branch of the country. Other people say no, the army is still supporting the president because he's one of their own. So I guess it's everybody's guess, really, what is happening there.
Everybody looking for some kind of symbolism in these events all along the way, it seems. And perhaps one particular symbol that people might seize on was what happened just behind you a few moments ago, that the imam apparently fainted while giving his address. And we're told that he was calling on the army to intervene, and the new imam has been urging the people to be strong and hang on to their demands. So, I mean, it's probably not too outrageous to suggest that maybe these people do see some momentum behind them and will continue this protest, even though the army has seemingly failed to act.
They definitely see some momentum behind them, and they were really emboldened by all what happened around the country for the past few days and the various strikes in Ismailia, in Suez, and in other towns and cities around the country. They feel emboldened by the sheer amount of people who are still pouring into Liberation Square, and they're also very defiant. They're very hardened in their position. They're very disappointed of what happened on Thursday night after all these statements made by the Prime Minister, made by the new head of the ruling National Democratic Party, suggesting that maybe Thursday was the last day of President Hosni Mubarak as leader of Egypt, and then there was a complete anti-climate. Now that anti-climate did embolden the defiant. They did decide that no, they are staying here. They did say there's a complete disconnect. I think President Mubarak in his speech also said or hinted that he will not bow to foreign pressure trying to rally people around him because Egyptians are very sensitive to foreign intervention. But the response here from Liberation Square was, what foreign pressure are you talking about? The pressure is coming from the streets. Can't you see that these are the Egyptian people, without the help from anyone, without any foreign support, who are asking for you to step down?
All right, hold on, Hamid, live in Cairo for the moment. Thank you. While we're speaking of foreign pressure, that pressure